Y'all, Shopkick does damage control. So listen, let me start by saying, well, for starters, if you're new here, duh. If you're new here and this is your first time seeing this lovely face, bam. Go take a second and subscribe. Also, make sure you smash like button. Support your girl. These pancakes, I made Josiah pancakes. Well, I'm making pancakes every morning. And they are screaming my name right now. I'm going to eat them so freaking bad because he was too sleepy this morning to eat them. And they look so good. But listen, so I put a post up on my community tab last night. I was cruising through Shopkick and I saw somebody post that Shopkick is giving the kicks back. So I'm not even gonna recap you what the situation, because if you been watching, you already know what the situation is, right? And so we don't need to recap. Was cruising through Instagram and I saw somebody post that in their, was it like the notification section, Shopkick had, was apologized for, the situation, and basically was saying they're gonna get the kicks back. And so I posted that on my community tab. I think I saw 2 people though post it on Instagram, and it was just the only two people that I saw post that over there. Now real quick, let me just clarify this. I did tell y'all that I deleted my account. Well, I had to contact them. They deleted it, and I deleted the app. So I know some of you guys didn't believe me. I did. All right, I'm done. All right, I never go back to an X. Not to say that Shopkick isn't. Well, I guess Shopkick is an X app, and so I am done with the app. And I know one of you guys, and I'll probably toss up some of the comments from the community tab. One of you guys said like something about how can you trust them? I don't. I personally don't trust them at all. I am so freaking happy that they decided to award the kicks back, like especially for those who could not return them, especially for them. Like those of us who were able to return it, we got our money back. And at the end of the day, our egos were wounded, our feelings were hurt, we felt a certain type of way about Shopkick. Yes, we probably still do, but at the end of the day, we got our money back. You know what I mean? Plus an extra 20. So I'm super excited for those of you who gifted them, who donated them. I know one of you guys said you work at a hospital and you donate them to the clients there. And so I'm really happy for you guys, I think more than anybody here, because I truly feel like, we're all affected by this situation. Obviously some affected more than others, right? And I know I mentioned in a previous video, if anybody benefited from it, if you did the deal, they took the kicks and you were able to cash out before they could take it back, I don't necessarily consider that as a benefit. Benefit meaning, you did the deal and you got your kicks and you didn't cash out and your kicks went untouched. That's what I mean by like 100% truly benefited from it. But to have done the deal earlier than everybody else, you got your kicks, you cashed out when there was no issues going on, which obviously that was a problem for a lot of us, that by the time we did the deal, that's when all of the issues came up, and that's when, PayPal was pulled, all other cash outs were pulled. And I have to mention this. I do. What I don't really like, out of a lot of the comments that I've been seeing, I've been hearing this a lot, blaming the consumer, blaming us is too good to be true. Look, y'all, we couponers, all right? If a deal is good, we're gonna freaking do it, period. And it goes with any of the apps. Like when Ibotta offers a freebie, majority of us do it. And there's been freebies after rebate with Ibotta where the limit has been like 2 or 3. And what do? We max it out, right? Is that taking advantage of something? Is that being greedy? No. So I hate that I keep hearing the whole greedy and, don't do deals you can't afford. When I said I can't afford it, I told y'all I only spend rebate money on rebates. Now, of course, I could have pulled out my regular debit card and did maxed out every deal, but I'm not that person. No, I do deals with rebate money, and that is strictly it. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I could have went and I could have slid my freaking debit card and spent $400 on freaking Old Spice, but I didn't, right? My goal was to do a deal, you know, that receipt clears, cash out, do it again. I only did it twice because those 2 receipts hadn't cleared yet. And I just honestly didn't want to invest any more money of rebate money than I really had to on a deal. And that's what I did with the Tresemme. Tresemme was a flawless deal. You know, did the deal, cashed out, did it again, did the deal, cashed out. That's how I do it. So it's not a matter of being broke or being like, oh, you can't afford a deal. Don't do a deal that you can't afford to lose. I mean, gambling. To me, it's not gambling. With rebate apps, yeah, there's a chance that something could happen, but chances are there's a higher rate of success with rebate apps than there is with gambling. Obviously, if you go to a casino and you put all your money on the table, there's a higher chance that you're going to lose. But I think when it comes to rebate apps, it's different. It's like, buy this, get that. That's how it works. It's always worked like that. So it's like, it's not like, you know, well, I don't know if I do this deal, I might not get the money back, so maybe I shouldn't do it. It's not like that. You buy this, you get that. With Shopkick, you buy this, you get that. Limit was 5. What did we do? It was such a freaking awesome deal. We maxed it out. It has nothing to do with being greedy, you know. And I honestly don't think that most of us have multiple accounts. Yeah, I feel like I only have one Shopkick account. I used to run 2, but I couldn't do it. And to me, it just wasn't worth it. But I only have one account, right? And so to say, oh, well, you know, people have multiple accounts and doing the deal, maxing it out. I have one account. I feel like, I do feel like most people only have one Shopkick account. And the deal was so great that you really didn't have to do it on a secondary account unless you really wanted to. And for them to say, okay, they had the offer up there for a pretty long time. And as y'all know with Shopkick, the kicks go up the longer it's up there, right? And the kicks went up. The limit was 5. There was 5 or 6 different offers. So it was like, who wouldn't max it out, right? I don't think it has anything to do with being greedy. It's the fact that it's a good deal. And that's the thing. I hate that I'm getting kind of in my feelings right now, but I hate when I see comments about greedy. Like, we do deals that are good deals. Period. All right. If there's a good deal, I'm going to do it. If it's a Ibotta rebate, I'm going to do it on repeat. Whenever it resets, I'm going to do it again. And that goes with all of the apps, but I don't think it has anything to do with being greedy. It's just that you're taking advantage of an awesome deal, you know? And so I kind of wanted to clarify that, because the whole greedy, don't do what you can't afford. And, you know, it's gambling. I don't feel like couponing is gambling. Rebating is not gambling. Not in my opinion. Right. So anyway, so they are giving kicks back. From my understanding, they're giving everybody the kicks back with the exclusion of the 5,000 credit that they gave us, right? Only thing is that I really wish they would have showed the withdrawal in our activity so that we could ensure that we're getting back the correct amount. Because I know some of us don't know how much we had in there. We know something was taken, we don't know how much was taken. And so you took something, we're not really too sure of what was taken, but we know we've got something back. Editing Shay here. I have a few things that I wanted to mention that I totally forgot to mention in the video. The first thing is that although Shopkick is, you know, taking some type of accountability for their actions and how, you know, how their actions affected this whole situation, right? The next step for them is going to be to change your TOS. They have to change your terms of service, because I feel like it really shouldn't make anyone moving forward comfortable with using the app if it's worded the way it is. Meaning, you know, they can come back at any time. It could be a week later, it could be a week later, it could be a month later. The fact that they can come back later and take kicks shouldn't sit well with anybody. All right, let's just say that. So they should definitely change their TOS. The other thing I wanted to mention was that although they are, you know, reissuing kicks, I feel like the fact that they don't have PayPal there, and they had it before, and all of a sudden it's like they sit down and make this decision that they're going to give the kicks back, but they took away PayPal again. Now, I know some of you guys were wondering about what you should do about that, as far as you're trying to be patient. But look, listen. If history tends to repeat itself, then you should probably not do that. Because I know a lot of us were waiting for PayPal to come back last time, and then this happened, and then we lost everything, right? So I would say cash out, period. The other thing that I wanted to mention was a lot of people lost the values of their gift cards. Like Shopkick voided out a lot of gift cards. And so I would be curious to see what they're going to do about that. Like, are they going to reissue those kicks back to the account, which is obviously what they should do. But that is another issue. What else? The other thing, look, I got the PNG. I got it. It came yesterday. I didn't even check my mail, but it came yesterday. So I got that. So like I said in the video, further on in the video, I mentioned that I think that a lot of us had submitted for the rebate and it already processed before we took the stuff back. So that's how we still got it. Now, will I be able to activate it and it worked for me? That's another whole situation. I'll probably put something up right here or right here and let you guys know if I was able to activate it. I assume that I will be able to activate it. But yeah, I just wanted to point those. And so that's one thing I would say. But overall, I am happy that they're finally taking some type of accountability as far as the situation is concerned. We as a community, we did what we were supposed to do, right? And I feel like the outcome of it and them giving kicks back is a response of our of how we reacted to it, right? Lots of people deleted their apps, deleted their accounts, lots of 1-stars in the app store. That worked, right? They saw that and they was like, okay, what, wait. And it's funny because when you think back, it's like, I could just imagine them sitting around Shopkick headquarters, the round table at Shopkick headquarters. And I could just imagine them trying to figure out what to do as this was happening. And I could just imagine you had like Carl. I think his name would probably be Carl, right? And he's like, let's do this. And then you got an intern. Intern is like, well, I don't know if that would be a good idea. And Carl's been there for 20 years. And so he holds a lot of weight, right? And so he's like, nah, I think we should do this and do this. And then we'll just change the TOS. And then that'll be it. And the intern is sitting over there and he's the one over there. And maybe he's the one getting them coffee and donuts and stuff. And he's in the background. He's like, Carl, I don't think that's gonna work. And so Carl needs to be fired. We need to promote the intern. We need to promote the intern right now. But yeah, so I'll pop up some of the comments from the community post. But overall, I feel like it is a good step in the right direction, like some of you guys pointed out. For them to finally be taking some type of accountability for their actions. But it's sad that they had to go through all of that first. Like, why did they have to, like, pull the wool over our eyes, right? Why did they have to pull the rug right from under us first? You know, you had a lot of us, I'm telling you, a lot of us deleted the apps, deleted their accounts, you know, again, a lot of 1-stars. And so it didn't have to go that far. Like, if they would have just originally taken accountability, that would have been cool. But it wasn't like that. It was like, they were like, oh, well, you know, they were making up excuses, you know, and then it was like, oh, they're probably sitting around the headquarters again. It was like, oh, okay. They were looking at their numbers. They was like, oh my gosh, it wasn't supposed to work like this. Like what, like, and I told you, if we wouldn't have said nothing, if we wouldn't have stood up, this wouldn't be happening. I truly 100% believe that. Like, if we wouldn't have said something and spoke up, because like I said, they do watch these videos, they do read through comments. So it's not just as a creator, it's not just me, it's everybody. You know, it's everybody in the comments, whether you be a creator, whether you be just in the comments, or whether be a watcher, right? A subscriber. It's everybody. All right. And that's what made this happen. And again, I didn't want to make this video long because I just dropped Rashai off at school and I'm so freaking hungry right now. I don't want to eat his pancakes, but they look so good. And so I didn't want to make this video super duper long because I'm gonna try to get this up today, like as soon as I can. But again, I'm happy about the situation. I hate that it had to come to this. I really, really hate that it had to come to this, because it's like, it wasn't that serious. Like, it just wasn't that serious, you know? And it's like, I've been seeing a lot of comments too about who to blame. Like, I just Shopkick. Shopkick is your fault. Shopkick. I feel like, with P&G is paying them to do what they do on their app to provide these offers. And if P&G was like, okay, we only gonna approve X amount of, you know, offers, and somebody at Shopkick headquarters dropped the ball and left the freaking rebate up longer than it was supposed to be, then that's on Shopkick. Shopkick should have, you know, they should have just taken the loss. But it's like, now it's like they're like giving us kicks back. Like, they must know we returned everything. Like, most of us, if not all of us, those of us who were able to, have returned it already. So I guess in essence, you can call this a massive ass no purchase necessary moneymaker, in my opinion. Because, I mean, I guess had I not deleted my account, I would have an extra, $70 or so in there. So that would be like a $70 moneymaker. On top of that, I have been hearing that a lot of you guys have been saying that you did still get the P&G rebate as well. And I assume that could be because it probably had processed prior to us taking it back to the store. That's the only thing I can come up with. I haven't gotten anything yet. And I'm if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't, right? Because I took the product back. And again, I took back that Vital Proteins at CVS too, because I was just like, look. And so other than that, I love to know what you guys think in the comments. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. And again, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Because without you guys, this wouldn't have happened. You know, without you guys, this would not have happened. All right. And so other than that, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.